Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to the Fall of the Dungeon Guardians. So last episode we started exploring level 7 and we encountered slavers and slaves. This episode we'll see what else is here. Ooh, there are barbarian destroyers there. It's so dark here, it's really hard to see. And okay, so it's actually just looking to the side on my other screen, and in the recording it's way brighter than it is for me. I actually, the guy that's highlighted here, there's some light under his feet, I can see him. But to the left, it's just black. In the video it's actually slightly darker. It's interesting. Most games don't really notice. Here it kind of stands out. Well, anyway, let's... So there are 4 guys in here. All destroyers from the looks of it. Let's have some fun with that. Or something along those lines. Just basically set up the usual stack. Wait for them to turn about. Okay, they're starting to approach now, so that's a good time to start casting Thunderclap, so then when they make contact, I'll actually Thunderclap all of them. And then just set up a rotation with Thunderclap and Rend. Let's see. Last incantation is set up, or in the process of setting up. Everything is casting. Okay, let's have some fun here. Good thing about barbarians is that they seem to die relatively easy. There's no healing or anything else involved, though, despite them actually having some armor. Hey, this guy is now dotted up the wazoo, so we switch targets. We stack more dots. Let's see, he's going pretty quickly. I mean, the downside of barbarians is that they actually deal quite some damage, and I should probably start kicking them when they double swing. It's too late now though. Okay, he's been double dotted. Let's switch to yet another one. Basically, I'm letting the warlock decide targets. I'm using the entire party to just switch through. He actually fell over. Just following targets. The moment he's been a target has been double dotted, I'm just switching and letting AoE take care of things. Double swing. So that's an interrupt. Good time to refresh. Let's see. After that one, we cycle back here. Okay, final incantation fell off. That's a bonus heal. Also, we should probably refresh it about now. Also, why are you taking damage? Rachel! So, one more dot, then we switch over to the guy in front. Okay, other guy in the front fell over. He is dead as well. Switch targets and clean up. So, Sosak, let's see, put another one of these up. And just let things take their course. They are dead, they just don't realize it yet. See, one single guy remaining, so we just sniper him. Just continue rending, continue sucking. Wait, that didn't sound quite right. Boom, gone. Loot, Book of the Survivor. So, what is in a Book of the Survivor? 6 willpower and 5 stamina. If you can overlook the lack of crit chance, this would be an upgrade for our warlock. On the other hand, that's a lot of damage and a lot of health. That's I mean, the health wise, it's going to be 25 extra health, so that takes us to 198. But that's more in line with what it ought to be. 24 crit chance though. How much actually do we lose? So we're now at 20.3. Equip it. Okay, so we lose 2.5% to gain, let's see, 1/7 extra health. That's a fair trade-off. I like my characters to have a bit more health, especially since the Warlock has a habit of grabbing aggro when he doesn't need to. We upgrade him. Okay, and we move on. Ooh, stackers. Button, 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 button. Okay, so they all have the same pattern on them. And there's only 3 of these. So let's see if there's a... Okay, so that shut out the outside ones. Let's see the next one. Reset that one. See if this is okay, so this does behave in a predictable pattern. It's not like it resets if you do the wrong one. I'm trying to figure out what kind of puzzle this is. Since with puzzles like these, there's always multiple approaches. It can be that you have to enter a perfect sequence, and every time you hit a part of the sequence you will get some kind of a visual cue that you are doing the correct thing. But if you hit the wrong one, it will just reset. That's one type of puzzle. Other type of puzzle is that these buttons, they just need to be in a certain type of configuration, and they just control certain of the of these energy force fields. And it looks like it's that. And so I hit this. The middle one turned off. This one turned on. And before on the other side, this one controlled the outside one, for example. So this one directly controls the outside one and it just flips it on and off. This one controls both the middle one and the outer one on this side. Now if I go back here, this one seems to control the outer one and the left one. See, now they're all 3 are burning. So if I hit this one, then this one and the middle one should turn off if I understand it correctly. Okay, so that works. Cool. This one controls that one. Excellent. So there was no point to actually touch this one. Let's see what it does. Controls the outer 2 one. Okay. Okay, so this is interesting puzzle design, and especially because you can see what happens. It's fairly easy to deduce what happens here once you put your mind to it and once you know what kind of puzzle you're dealing with. So, puzzle solved. Which also reminds me that there was this puzzle earlier, or there's this button earlier that I had. And here is where the force fields were, that I can now pass through. But it reminds me of pressure plate. So that's gonna lock behind me, presumably. So, let's see. I don't need this armor anymore, and it keeps things in place. Oh, this doesn't look very good. Okay, so there's a closed door here. There's no obvious locks or anything. So presumably it opens from the other side. Portals like that always make me think this is a boss encounter, especially since it's a pretty grand room. This is a pretty grand room. It has 3 portals. Like an arena of sorts. This one has cages. The other sides have not. Also, I'm hearing something, not seeing it. Getting slightly uncomfortable here. Or is this just a... Okay, so these are just red portals. Actually, they're not portals, they're just blocked. So presumably I have to find something. Hey, these look like the sword holders I saw on level 1. Wonder if I can just put anything in. Like for example, a random sword in my inventory. Random sword in inventory. Because in level 1 there were these useless guard things. Okay, it seems it wants swords, not staffs. Okay. See, there's probably 2 there as well. Is there another 2 in one of these corners? No. Okay, so presumably if I here enclose or put something in all 4 of them, either one is going to open or all of them are going to open. For now I'm just leaving that sword in there, we'll see. But we have to get back here at some point. Presumably somewhere in the level we hit a level on the other side and then we come through. So might be that certain bosses hold it or something. For now I'm just leaving that one there. But I think we are... That's pretty close to the end of the level, I'm assuming. I just skipped some content that I probably shouldn't have. Oh wait. Whoop. Golden Knight, yeah. Well, defeated these guys before on level 5 and 6, so let's see how a level 7 Golden Knight deals. Let's see. Put this one on, put that one on. I can just prepare for combat. And then we go all in. Rend. I'll just interrupt with kicks where necessary. Oh, and of course, Shadow Ball afterwards. If I remember correctly, Smash is his nastiest attack, so I will just wait for Smash with the kick. Just keep an eye out for both of these 2 buffs. You need 2 more and then I can do a sniper shot. Wait for that Shadow Ball, see how the cooldowns go. Yeah, let's see. Smash, yeah. Kick it. Do more rending just to keep the aggro up. Aggro is pretty good. I mean, rend is a pretty darn good source of aggro, and especially if you put in a kick every once in a while. In single boss fights, that most certainly holds aggro. This one is another 6 seconds. I have to wait 4 more for this. Let's just refresh Torment. This is 16, so definitely want another Shadow Ball afterwards, and then probably a second one before another Dire Plague. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, the last incantation just fell off, and turns out last incantation is a pretty darn good way of keeping a tank alive in single target fights. I believe that if I had this one in the previous boss fight, it would have been a hell of a lot easier, and I probably might have even made it in the first try rather than the second try. It's such a game changer. Queue up more of these and then keep an eye out for the Warlock cooldowns. Probably gonna be a smash soon. Yep, I have to. Oh well, yeah, I can take the damage. Okay, and we ran out of things to queue up. Okay, so the Dire Plague actually fell off. That's good. We cast that one. After that, do a Torment, and then do more Shadow Balls. Sniper Shot is soon. Refresh. Seal of Necromancy is falling off soon as well. Have to keep an eye out for that. Smash. We have another cooldown. So we can smash. We can interrupt one. No, the first smash. Then we have to take the second, and then we can interrupt the third smash again. Every other one we can interrupt. But I don't think this guy is gonna last much longer. Even my mana pools are doing not too poorly. I could probably do 2 and then I need another torment. More rents. Let's see, revise. Okay, so we lost a Seal of Necro. We probably can do a last incantation. And another Soul Suck. But that's mostly for style rather than because it's necessary. Because this guy is just falling dead on his face. So what do we get? A padded robe, a finer padded robe of the Stormgale. It's a whole bunch of stats. Stamina, hit chance, crit chance. Only downside is that it doesn't actually have awareness, which is my main source of damage, and in my healer's case, damage means healing. So I do gain some hit chance, but both already have better crit chance. This is unfortunately not an upgrade. Not an upgrade. Okay. So, look. A practice gladius of the journeyman. So it seems like any sword will do. Or maybe it's just the practice sword. We'll have to see. Okay, so we went in here, and then it was one of these side rooms. Yeah, it was down here. And I got a second one now, so we can actually fill the left side here. Let's see if it does anything. Okay, open up the. Okay, so there's 2 swords in here. This one is probably even better than the other one, but this is from this level. But it looks like we need to have all 4 of them rather than all. Okay, so let's see what else we can find. But these swords are pretty easy to miss, so that's gonna be tricky. Been there before. Skeleton soldiers. Okay, we are gonna get into a fight with them. Put that one up, put that one up. Then Soul Suck, we can start with that, and then do a Hellfire, since these are just soldiers. Oh, I'm saying just soldiers, they do have 20% armor. Okay, they're charging up, so we can Thunderclap and Rend. And I'll probably need to do a ratio. Not even necessary. Cool. Okay, Hellfire's about to go down. That's gonna be painful. Oh, let's alternate Thunderclap and Rend. Okay, whoosh, burn, burn, burn. Get the first one. Okay, put one debuff on, and then we can just switch targets again. Volley of Arrows is about to actually hit. It's again, if you look at the state of the skill queue plus the charges, you would expect, it was like this. So you would expect like, okay, so what's happening? But actually, he is casting the Volley of Arrows, you just don't see it. That's how actually pay attention. So it's about to be consumed now. That's, I wonder if I would, yeah, I wish there was a better way that was visualized. I'm not quite sure how, because normally you have a spellcasting bar, but at 4 characters that's going to be a bit messy. Especially since skill bars can extend all the way to the side, you can't also put it to the side. You got these spinning sword things, but there's no maybe a tooltip over the portrait, like what is the character actually doing. So if you hover, that you would see like, hey, currently casting blah, because then you know, okay, so why is this spinning or why isn't it spinning? What are you doing? Doing an auto attack, casting something, how far along are you into the cast? That might be a better way, because currently the interface is misleading if you don't keep mental track of what your characters are doing. So that's just an aside. The dot was applied, so we can switch targets. Okay, so you are dead actually, just don't know it yet, so might as well put another dot on you, and if you are still recovering from the first one, let's just cast another dot. Like so. So let's just refresh everything. Yeah, they're skeletons. As I said, they're skeletons. They're not pretty difficult to deal with. On the other hand, they're guarding potions. Doesn't matter what's guarding it. If it's potions, I like them. Also makes you wonder, why were they guarding potions? Do I need them? We're gonna get into a nasty situation. Okay, so... Oh, they got skeleton Magi. What? They're shooting through walls? Oh no, it's actually getting stuck in the wall. Okay, they're falling back. I'm recovering some mana still. Okay, let's hit a quick save, because I'm still in the middle of mana recovery. Are you gonna waltz through? No, the pathfinding is basically as I would abuse it as well. On the other hand, if you got two mages, I have ranged characters as well. Thunderclap, and Thunderclap. Put this one up, put that one up, and then we just start sucking out souls. And the good thing is they didn't really get a chance to recover some mana, because they are still 50 mana short. So they're not going to cost too many of those arcane balls. Speaking of, here, I'll kick you in the gibbets. And then buy some dots and we'll see what happens afterwards. I mean, it's not like we have issues tanking. Okay, so you are dead. Let's switch to your other friend who's doing a heal. Not a big fan of that. Not really much I can do about it, unfortunately. Because I already used my kick. But the mage died, so yeah. And he's down to using his wand attack rather than using mana to power spells. So the mage is basically a goner. Okay, you were also just dead on damage over time effects. I think I need to cast one of these. And my last incantation is down. Recharge, shoot. Mage died. Okay, so how much is this? 35 the dot. This is basically 100 damage over time. And another one for the crit. That's only 3. That doesn't really do much. Okay, so you're dead. You just don't know it yet. Let us go. And boom. Hey, they drop boots. Padded boots of the owl. Awareness and crit chance. That's a perfect upgrade for our healer, who was using level 2 version of this same item. Always nice to get drop-in replacement upgrades. So, what were you patrolling here for, or were you just here to wait for me? Ah, aha! Another practice gladius. Crossbow of the Rift. Hey, I completely missed this. I'm very happy that it was shining. So 12.2 damage. That's quite a lot. A bunch of extra haste and stamina. Lose some agility, and I lose some crit chance. Let's have a look. So, life-wise, it should go to 245. That's very nice. Damage per second up to 15.2. So the damage per shot goes up. Number of shots goes down. So that is actually an issue with building up stacks of streaks. Because if there are less attacks per second, that means there are less streaks per second. So that is potentially an issue. Where is my attack time actually located? So the cooldown went up from 5.75 seconds to 8.25 seconds. That's actually not that much of an increase. Okay, so my crit chance. I lost 7% crit chance. That's nope, this is not good either. That's too bad. Okay. Well, this was a nice side room. Did I come from here? No, I don't think so. Did I come from here? Slowly getting lost in this. Haha, another gladius. So that's 2 gladii. 1 more remains. And something caught me. What? Cave beast. So why do they have a mini rhinoceros in here? What person would have a mini rhinoceros in their dungeon? I mean, if you're gonna charge, you know how much damage you could do to a wall? Think of all the pulpy people who have to fix those walls all the time. Anyway, I digress. Let's butcher it. Let's see how cave rhino tastes. That's instinct shots, that's some dots and some shadow walls. You do a rip, you do a bite, another bite. So rip your scariest move. Looks like it. In rip is a small time damage over time attack. Not that scary. Bite doesn't actually have a cooldown, so it's no point to interrupt it. Okay, well. He didn't even drop some meat to roast. On the other hand, it's a new type of monster. It's always good to see new types of monsters. Okay. Hoping to find my way back to this room. Yes. Okay, so cool thing is I now have enough swords to put in here. You know what? I'm gonna be evil again. Gonna make this a cliffhanger. So you want to see what's gonna happen with these portals when I drop in the last of the swords, or if I actually need to find the 4th of the magical gladii or the special training gladii. It's only one way to find out. You have to wait until next episode. So thank you very, very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.